We've stopped here in Victor, Colorado, the site of many gold mines. And we're just gonna do a little walking, go up and see that little mine shaft up there, and bring you guys along, see what happens. So it looks like this was called the Theresa mine. We stand here at the base. See these big cables that come down. This was probably like the hoist house or the motor house. Here the cable goes in there at the top and it comes out this spot here. It would have ran that little elevator car, what do you want to call it, up and down to go to the mine. And that's how they would have got people and ore. Like I said, I do believe this is a gold mine. It's been all filled in, like this fence to keep you out. I see a little survey mark down there. But anyway, this was the little catch mechanism right there. Might have been like the ratchets maybe to keep it from falling. Spring loaded. There's a little, I'm gonna show you the mechanical part that I see all the time. There's these little springs right there. So if like the cable probably broke, those little ratchets grabbed and you didn't go falling to your death at the bottom. Pretty interesting. We think our jobs are hard nowadays. Imagine working in the mine. What do you think, dear? You want to go work in the mine? What about you, Riley?
Found a metal lasso.
A metal lasso, huh? It's called a piece of fence back home. So they probably backed train cars right in that slot there. And that's where they loaded their ore to be taken away. So at one time there was train tracks pretty much right where we're standing. It's kind of hard to believe, but it had to be how it worked. Falls off pretty quick here. A lot of work. I wonder how much gold they got out of here. So let's take a look inside these buildings.
It's her house.
I don't know if this would be the house right next to. This looks like electrical. Them are electrical contacts. Huh.
I didn't know this is still here.
I really am kind of surprised. That's a metal bucket that's flattened. They use cardboard to keep the wind from coming through. It looks like cardboard insulation. Westinghouse? Huh. Broken glass everywhere. Oh wow. This is definitely the hoist house. I'm glad we came in here. So there's the window out to the city. And this would have been, that's for a guy like me. See all the pound marks there? That's where a guy like me hammered that key in there to make it stay. Huh. There was electricity in here. See a light socket. And there's your old knob and tube insulators. Interesting, all these levers. Hey Riley, get up there and control this hoist for us.
Okay.
Your cable on the drums. Which lever do you pull to make it go up and down? You can actually move them. Wow. This is amazingly good condition. All right, let's go see his side.
These ones don't work. I pretty much said enter at your own risk.
So these are the levers that would engage or disengage these hoist mechanisms to go up and down. Ugh. A little lock that's ran by this handle. Probably a system of bells or whistles. Whistle at me. Does one does one whistle mean up or does one whistle mean down? I forgot which whistle it is.
Oh!
I think we just squished him. So this probably would have been attached to a steam engine. There would have been a piston or something right here that ran this flywheel to go up and down. Look at them cables. As big as my thumb. All kinds of... It's still kind of greasy, honestly. And this is railroad rail. Little tiny railroad rail. Pretty cool spot. Huh. Okay, so we were here a little bit ago and Riley figured this out because he likes to touch things. Show us what you think, Riley.
So I was thinking, how would they communicate? And I saw these, and they make a little noise. So that probably sends some sort of electrical signal through there, turning off a light or ringing a bell or something like that, signaling the guy to do something.
Could be. There's a whole set of them up there.
I don't know what these would have been, though. Little rubber pieces nailed.
Uh-oh, they're falling apart. What's in this little shed? Anything worthwhile? Hey, there's security cameras. Look at that. They're watching us. Wonder if this is like where you waited. These benches are in here. This is...
Where all the stuff was.
Okay, hold on. There's a chimney right here. So there was probably a stove here. And this is where you sat when it was raining or you were eating lunch or you were waiting for the elevator to go up or down, right? And this part of it fell in. This might have been the cantina or the lunch shack. This is where the this is where the chef cooked your stuff. All them droppings make me appetite really yummy, yummy. What is this thing here?
Wait, I think it's more than levers.
It does look like this is electrical in some way, but I don't know what it does. Got this little grid pattern or whatever, little slots. There's another one over there. That's where you hang your coat. That's a mighty big coat hook. I'm not sure what that is. don't know, pretty neat view. Is that right at the top? Huh.
It's a weird little wiggly thing.
Is there a flag or a lightning rod or something up there? I don't know. Pretty neat old construction. I wonder if these, like, is this somebody's name? Oh, what is that? It's written there.
Or is it some just random guy carving?
I don't know. I can just picture Riley the cook in the kitchen, cooking for all the guys sitting over here waiting, heating themselves up around the stove.
I don't know. You think this is OSHA approved?
I'm sure back in the day it would have been. And we were talking, I think there was probably train tracks down there on that flat ground, because there's a chute up there that leads down. Just makes sense there was train tracks down there. I wouldn't be surprised. See that ridge, that line right there? That was probably another road or even train tracks that went to another mine. Because earlier we could see right on the hill there somewhere is a tailings pile from another mine. And then if I spin you down here, I think there's a tailings pile down there from another mine. So there's literally gold mines all over this area. You know, visiting sites like this makes me wonder, if I lived back during that time, what job would I have? Would I be the cook? The hoist operator? The mechanic? Maybe I'd just be a miner. Maybe I'd work on, or maybe I'd run the steam trains that take the mine or the ore back and forth to the mine. I don't know. What job would you have if you worked out west on the mines? Huh? No, you can't be a bank robber because you'd get caught. I know. But put in the comments, what job do you think you have if you worked in these old West gold mines? And if you're ever in Victor, Colorado, in the shadow of Pikes Peak, come and visit. And you can see it in person.